Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing gameplay with the brand new Diamond Richard Jefferson. I'm intrigued by this Richard Jefferson card, man. I really am. He's a 6'7" shooting guard, but I'm like 99% sure his release sucks. And if I am correct, which I'm, again, almost certain I am, it makes him really hard to use, especially at the position like shooting guard or small forward, where it is very important to have, at the very minimum, a very solid release, if not an elite one. And just there's so many good shooting guard options at this point who have great releases and are so versatile that a guy like Richard Jefferson, I don't even know if there's a point to picking this card up when you can get a guy like Peyton Watson, who's an incredible option as a budget card for way cheaper. Just my opinion on a guy like Richard Jefferson, who's supposed to be that mid-tier, mid-priced guy. I don't know if he's that elite, though. I think he's going to be a little disappointing. Before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 20,000 subscriber mark on the channel. Trying to hit that by the end of this month, which means we're going to have to average about 60 subscribers a day. I would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe if you haven't already. Help me push towards that mark. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. RJ is 6'7" at small forward. One other thing I will mention, by the way, my apologies. Huge shout out to my boy Zach for letting me use his account to record this gameplay. In addition to like all the other gameplays I've done the last couple of days, he has been coming through big time for me. I really appreciate it. 96 offense, 98 defense on RJ is a 93 driving layup, 93 close shot, 89 mid range, 92 three ball, 88 free throw, 95 driving dunk, 86 ball handle, 80 pass accuracy. Good versatile defender, 93 speed, 90 excel, 87 speed with ball, 97 vert, 91 lateral quickness. I mean, overall, statistically, he's a great looking card. Badge-wise, again, very solid. Off posterizer, catch, corner, challenger, off-ball pest, precision dunker, blow-by, bulldozer, gold badges, like pretty good ones. Rise up, agent 3, fast twitch, limitless range, handles for days, unpluckable, clamps, pick dodger, rebound chaser, like basically everything you need, even speed booster, right stick gripper. He doesn't have anchor, but you can add it if you want. That's the thing. Some of these diamonds that came out yesterday, you can add every badge on, which means you can literally put things like fast feet on him if you want, brick wall, anchor, glove. Like you can give him stuff that he doesn't have, bailout, break starter. Now, he needs several badges, clearly, but still, when you badge him out, he's really not missing much. Now, without the badges, he is missing a good chunk. Bailout, break starter, anchor, brick wall, just those to name a couple. Fast feed as well. But the question is the release, and I am correct. It is still this garbage catapult release. Slow, baited, ugly release. Unfortunately, I mean, some people are going to say it's not bad. In freestyle, it's not bad. In game, it's going to be really baited. It's going to be tough to get off. You have to be wide open to get his jump shot off, basically. Wide, spanking open. You're not going to be 3-hunting with him at all. He's just not going to be able to create enough space. I don't think his SIGs are good enough anyway to really do much of that. Escape, or between the legs, is slow. Escape is also slow. Yeah, I was right. Both of his SIGs are pretty mediocre. So, in general, this card is not all that good of a dribbler. His best SIG is his same side burst. That's going to be his only real shot creating SIG, and jump shot wise, it's just not there. Unfortunately, he's not the worst in the world, but you just got to know the jump shot's going to be limited. Now, that is also true for cards like MJ and Jaylen Brown and guys like that who are really solid cards. The problem is even those guys I feel like are getting a little bit more outdated by how many good shooting guards we've gotten recently between Scottie Pippen, obviously Kobe, but then guys like Vince Carter and Paul George and Dr. J we've gotten in the last couple weeks, even the Peyton Watson as well. So many good shooting guards. A guy like RJ kind of feels a little outdated with the way that his release is, unfortunately. With that being said, we're going to give him the best shot we can. Let's hop into a game. Let's try out Richard Jefferson. All right, our opponent has Luka, Clay, Carmelo, Embiid, and Hibbert. Interesting team. Good move, or good pass there, first possession. I played that too high, and he got an easy slip for a dunk. Good offense, first possession for him. He got himself a good bucket. Let's see how good this dude is actually on the defensive end, though, and how good he just is in general. Richard Jefferson, it's a terrible shot. Okay, it was a bad shot, but I greened it, so it's not a bad shot, but still, it was a bad shot. If that makes sense. I just said bad shot like 6 times. Regardless, it works. You know what? We got 3 points with Richard Jefferson first possession. Apparently, he's got a strap. If you could just green lightly's every single play and you didn't get slowed down and the game didn't stink, well, actually, greening lightly's every single play would literally be the result of the game stinking. So that's just not a common shot to hit that I just hit. It was a good shot regardless. I'll take it, but at the same time, I don't think it really says much about Richard Jefferson other than the fact that he was actually pretty open until he wasn't anymore because his release is pretty bad. Good move with Clay, getting himself an open 3. Good job by this good dude. Very, very nice push cross there, created the separation and got himself a bucket. And let's see what we can do, man. Same side burst here. That's his best dribble move and his best bet at getting downhill. And going downhill is our best bet to score. Richard Jefferson gets to the rim and finishes, and that is a very solid slam. Love to see it. That's where he's probably going to be at his best, is attacking the rim. There is one thing I will say about a card like Richard Jefferson sometimes is if you do play very much to that card's strengths, and are very intentional about it, they can be really, really good. Great defense there, getting a stop and not fouling. Love to see it. Attack the rim here. Get inside, all the way inside. Richard Jefferson, good mash. Let's go. Love to see it. Finishing at the rim. And they can be very effective if you play very intentionally to his strengths. Like, I am not playing around at all. Sometimes I play around too much in a lot of my gameplays, trying to get fancy and 3-hunt and do that type of stuff. With Richard Jefferson, it's one move and go to the rim. Go dunk the ball, go finish, go make a play. That's the strategy with him offensively. Cards like that, like MJ, can be very effective if you use them properly, but they also can be easier to stop for an opponent's defense because of the way that you can defend them. I hate his freaking half-court animations. That's the other problem with this card, is that his half-court animations just are not very good. Oh my gosh. His stick dunking animations are pretty good, though. We know he's an athlete. He gets up there and dunks it. And I know I'm talking about how this card's not that great, but damn, he is hooping right now. I will give him that. Good defense. This dude's running a lot of plays, and I like the plays, honestly. I honestly kind of respect it. It's good creative offense. He's doing a good job of running a couple different things, too, but it can be a little bit predictable, a little bit easy to stop. Often, the only reason plays work is because the game stinks. Can often be a big portion as to why plays can be as effective as they are. Good D. RJ, I mean, he is... The thing is, if this card had like a legitimately good release, I would love to use this card even competitively. Like, he's such a solid card. I just tried to dunk meter there, and I really shouldn't have. I probably could have just literally laid it up past him. That was a terrible decision, and it just resulted in losing the lead to 3-point loss. That was like a 5-point trade-off right there. I think with Melo there, I'm getting to the rim, and I'm getting a positive layup animation regardless of what I do. So that was not the best decision I've ever made by any means. Spacing-wise, it's just horrible right now. KP is just trying to get an offensive 3 seconds because he does not want to reset the ball, apparently. And now let's attack. Good defense. Dump down. I had him open earlier in the possession. Good D. Honestly, he deserves a stop. He played good D. I had him a little bit earlier off the slip, and I didn't throw it in time. And that's on me. This dude's not a terrible player. Terrible decision by me going for that one stick dunk there that I went for. This is another play. Jump. Oh, he got to the rim with Luka. Good dunk. 3-point lead for him. Minute 45 left. This dude's playing well. Got to give credit where it's due. I've made a couple dumb mistakes, and he has done a good job taking advantage of it. I'm just going to take my dunk with Oscar. He didn't help off the pop at all there. I was hoping he'd help off of Richard Jefferson. We got past the ball handler. He just didn't help off, so I'm taking my dunk there. Cutting it back to a 1-point game. Hopefully, what are we jumping at? Not trying to do that at all. X switch, chill. Good X switch. What a recovery there. And we can get back with, oh, never mind. They don't let me get back with Cat. If you freaking show me with Roy Hibbert, you're a demon. I'm not even going to lie. You're a dog if you can do that. Yep, I'm not letting that happen. Beautiful stuff. Let's go. Good D. Throw it up there. Swing it to RJ. RJ fade. RJ. Oh, slightly late, and I felt it too. Did literally have not used his fade at all. I did not know what slow fade I was going to get, and that is unfortunate because that's a wasted possession. If I knew what the shot was, I probably hit it. That's not a bad animation. I just didn't know which one to expect, and I was a little bit early on it. Bad shot. I jumped, and I knew I shouldn't have jumped. He wasn't open. I could have right stick contested, and I jumped. And because the game just calls fouls, I got a foul. You know, honestly, I'm going to lose this game in all likelihood, and it's my own fault. I'm going to be completely honest. I have made several mistakes this game that have cost me, like, literally, I think 9 of his points are off of my mistakes. So, and I just got an illegal screen. That is not my mistake. That is not my fault. But it is what it is. And yeah, it looks like we're going to come out here with a loss. The thing about Richard Jefferson is he is limited. You know what I mean? Like, you can pretty much on-ball and go under a screen against him, and you're going to have a tough time beating that with him. He's good defensively, but there's 14,000 good defensive cards who have better releases than Richard Jefferson does. And it's not like he's a primary ball handler. If he had insane SIGs, maybe it'd be justifiable. That's one of the things MJ has going for him, is that his SIGs are awesome. But, like, this card is good, but not special. And that is that at a position, especially like this, that has gotten as good as it has recently, it becomes very hard to use a guy like Richard Jefferson. Good downhill drive again. We just went up with X that time. That was the smartest take right there, just trying to take advantage of Hoff Bulldozer. And my auto foul is fouling, which I don't even want on, but it's on automatically. Not a lot I can really do about that. Regardless, we're going to try to get one more bucket with Richard Jefferson, then we're going to call it a gameplay. Get out of here after that. See if we can get something going here. Go pick and pop. See if we get ourselves one more 3-ball or something like that. He's not probably going to help off the pop, though, I would assume. He does not. No. He clicks on with Luka. That's pretty good defense. I still got inside and laid it in, but it doesn't really matter. Anyways, I don't want the auto foul. But the game's over regardless. It's a 4-point game. So 11 points, 5 of 7, 1 of 2 from 3. Not a bad performance, but he's not special. He does nothing special at the shooting guard position, unfortunately. And that creates a card that, like, take it or leave it. I probably wouldn't recommend them. There are better options. Hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.